day to you, sir.
Good day, sir.
All right. So sorry we have to take you this way today, but straight to the point. NOG 2025 have come and gone. Recommendation communique has been released. One of it is that we must not slip back. We must push African energy future progressively. What's your take on that, sir?
Yeah, it's really important for us to, yes, push African energy future. There are a number of things that, we need to do to achieve that. If we look at the gas, for example, we keep saying Nigeria has a gas need. The gas need in this context refers to the fact that we do have an expensive liquid fuel, which is PMS and diesel, and even kerosene for those that use that. And we have a sweet spot from a pricing standpoint for gas. But that is being hampered by the fact that we do not have the right supply situation and the right availability situation. So the price is good, but what about the availability and the accessibility? And that's the concern. So what the projects like AKK are doing is to try and take gas from where there's a gas-rich reservoir to where we have a huge gas need for industrial purposes, either for power or for manufacturing purposes, and then that is then going to it is the inclusion of the of the infrastructure and all the imperatives and maybe the availability of gas that then creates the market from the existing need. So right now we do have a huge gas need in the Nigerian ecosystem, but we need to translate that into markets.
Now, okay, go ahead, sir.
The other challenge that we're having, which now looks like we talk and we do not get a lot of activity, is the fact that there are two main issues. The first is the bankability of gas projects itself, being that the power sector is the biggest offtaker of gas, and if you look at that market itself, the legacy situation with that market has been debt. Now we have unbundled that entire thing from being exclusively under the federal government's purview to now being managed by the state if they can build and generate electricity, and that's a good thing. So I think over time we'll have to solve that legacy debt to encourage investment into gas to power solutions. Now, one more thing. If you look at one of the biggest challenges that we've had with the AKK has been funding. Funding is a big issue. And, this we can only learn with the benefit of hindsight, because we've come to see that if we do not intentionally fund our projects as Africa, if we do not leverage on a just energy transition to ensure that we do leverage the resources we have, create the right private-public partnerships, and fund our projects, then we would have a challenge, because the outside world may not be so willing to fund us. One, because of political reasons, and two, because economically it's better for them to go build in their own nation. So we have to do that. We now have an African Energy Bank at the moment that Nigeria is currently hosting. That's a good thing. So hopefully we can sell ourselves and get the right funding. And the final thing I'd like to just state, while we're still where we are after so much deliberation, is again, political will is one, and the right framework for us to be able to get bankable investments out there. The reason I say so is, up until now, a lot of the physical terms were non-competitive, and so the president has set up a special team to review those physical terms, sort of adding some icing on the cake on the Petroleum Industry Act to ensure that, yes, we end up getting the benefit of that entire governance framework that is being created very well by the Petroleum Industry Act, but also we do keep we do keep up to date with the competitiveness of our physical terms. So I think there's a number of things we're looking at in retrospect, but all of those would help us going forward to improve the physical competitiveness of the Nigerian petroleum sector.
Exactly. Doc, I really want to appreciate you for coming on the show, though we just have a snippet of the main thing of our discussion, but I want to say this is a developing issue, particularly what you have raised. The African Energy Bank is here in Nigeria. That will be a developing story we need to discuss with you. Particularly, you guys are so passionate about that, talking about Energy Bank, and a lot of industry players have been calling for that. We know it's supposed to start in April, but it has been shifted to early August. The bank will commence operation in Nigeria. Kudos to everybody involved. And Doc, definitely will bring you on so that you can come and tell us more about African Energy Bank that is here in Nigeria, and what will be the benefit of Nigerians going forward to host that bank in Nigeria here.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day, sir.
And you too. God bless you.